Salve, Regina, Mater misericordiae. These readings for the memorial of Saint Vincent de Paul speak about the vocations. They speak about the priesthood, speak about us preachers, and the first reading St. Paul speaks about how the apostles are treated very badly by many. They're persecuted by many. They're treated as the offscouring, the refuse of the world. This is the kind of, even up until now as he was writing. So many years of living his apostolic life, and he's undergoing all these hardships. Things were perhaps much more difficult then. They're laying the groundwork. Today, Christianity at least has a lot of nobility in many places, but then it was looked upon with great suspicion everywhere, and the apostles had to preach with pure willpower, so to speak, with the grace of God, of course, and they got not much from it. It's kind of like doing pro-life work, going in front of abortion clinics, trying to persuade people not to have abortions, or praying in front of them. There's no reward for it, and there's only persecution, there's only abuse, and yet many do it for the love of God and for the good of those who are leading themselves into misery. And this is our whole gospel message. We should be preaching, we should be giving the pure gospel truth and the teachings of the church without cost, so to speak, without self-interest, without trying to gain something. We should be giving, always in the mode of giving the truth to others without counting the cost to oneself, and without selfish interests, without doing it for the sake of money and privileges and favors and things for myself, but rather giving to others with a sacrificial intent. Our mode is to give, to save souls, to help others, and that's the mode we should be almost entirely in. Of course, we have to pay our bills, we have to support ourselves, but we don't have to we shouldn't be worrying about those things when God provides. The role of the Christian, the role of the Catholic, the role of those who are trying to help others lead them to the faith is one of giving, total giving, self-giving and self-sacrifice. And this is the way those who are considering the priesthood should be with that intention. I am going to sacrifice myself. I'm not going into this thing for a career for myself, for privileges, for respect, which is a temptation even before one considers the priesthood, and it's a temptation that has to be overcome. Otherwise, we have bad priests, perhaps bad vocations. We need to go into these things and then go into the service of God with this idea: I'm going to sacrifice myself for my entire life. I'm going to sacrifice my entire life, and then I'm going to persevere with that, with the temptations of the world and the privileges that sometimes do come, favors that sometimes do come, but we overcome those temptations, and we continue this spirit of charity, sacrifice, and giving for the faithful. And let us have that pure intention of Jesus Christ. That is exactly what he did during his life. He didn't do anything for his own self-interest and favor, but all for the salvation of souls. Same thing with Our Lady. And so let's turn to Our Lady, asking her to give us that grace to be within us, to have that pure intention in our apostolic work to save souls and to do all for the glory of God.
Fructum ventris tuum